main event. Kevin Stryker's having problems with Phil Stanford, but tonight he has to wrestle nationally ranked wrestler Victor Andrews.
Well, that's going to be a real competitive contest. We also got Court Montgomery in action. The McBride family is here. Team Throwdown will be in action. And we'll be right back after this, ladies and gentlemen.
Pfafftown next Saturday. MT Hawks. If the Genettis are not at that town in a no DQ match with me and Roxy, you're having a bad day. Genettis, I told you you didn't want to start this. I expect to see you in Pfafftown.
About 3 o'clock in the morning, and I stated last week in Sparta that I wanted them. They weren't there. So I told you in a promo, and you just said you seen it, that if they weren't here, me and you got a problem. What's that got to do with me? Look at that. Are you dead? I just said if they're not here, we got a problem. I'm going to tell you real quick. I'm the one who loves this kid, not you. I'm going to tell you what, you can get out of my face. What you're going to do, is you're going to get out of my room right now. Get it. Or
Uh-oh.
we're not playing. I want the Genettis, the 19th in Mount Airy, or this is the beginning for you.
Montgomery and Niles.
Looking for a great convenience store? Then look no further than Eddie's Zip Food Store, located on Andy Griffith Parkway right here in Mount Airy. It's your hometown store, offering discount cigarettes, beer, lottery tickets, prepaid phone cards, Western Union, and so much more. And Eddie's Zip Food Store is an exclusive AIWF Advanced Ticket Center. Call 789-1748. Ready for dinner but don't feel like cooking? Well, try the Pie Factory, located down on South Street in Mount Airy. The Pie Factory, home of the 18-inch pizza, large dining room for all your family's needs, and Mom and Dad, we even have a game room for the kids. Located at 1263 North South Street in Mount Airy. Call 786-8886. AIWF Mid Atlantic wrestling fans, check out King's Hot Dog, located down at Rural Hall, North Carolina, at Village Square Plaza, right off of Highway 52, exit 118, where you can find anything from corn dogs, BLTs, chuck wagon, barbecue, and the world-famous King Dog. That's right, 14 inches, 2 pounds of meat, and with drive-through service available if you're in a hurry. Stop on by today, Village Square Plaza, Rural Hall.
Some good hot dog, fans.
Baby, woo! What's going on, huh? Yeah, it's perfect. I picked up the volume a little bit. I'm thinking about picking something up because, you know, when you try to, you know, with the camera.
And greetings and salutations, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another edition of AIWF Wrestling on YouTube. Scott Island and the voice of tradition, Jonathan Styles, here to call the action. And in the opener, we have a little bit of a mismatch in styles, Jonathan, as the AIWF Mid Atlantic Cruiserweight Champion is facing off against Mr. Ratings, Steve Niles.
Well, I know Steve Niles does have that hardcore background, but over the past weeks, fans, if you checked out our show on YouTube, oh, what a clothesline by Montgomery! What I was saying is, Niles has adjusted his strategy. He's gone more to a grappler style or even a brawler style, and he's shown a lot to me as far as being able to vary up his technique in the ring.
I mean, Stephen Niles, one of the AIWF's originals. He has been around for a very, very long time. Back from the days when the AIWF was considered the most violent organization in wrestling in the country. Now, things have changed, but Stephen Niles really hasn't.
And Montgomery
He catches them coming in.
And see, there you go, with Niles being the veteran and Montgomery being the younger man, Montgomery should have really stayed in the ring, and man, did he pay for it.
Modified choke bomb by Niles, and after a count of two, Court Montgomery kicks out, but that had to surprise him, took him a little bit by surprise for Court.
Wow, look
Away.
at those clubbing forearms being applied by Niles, not showing any mercy to Court Montgomery. Irish whip into the rope coming off, and what an elbow, wow. I think he got him in the throat.
Court Montgomery seems to not really know what to make of Stephen Niles' very straightforward, punishing style, and as he applies the rear chin to the AIWF Mid Atlantic Cruiserweight Champion.
I'll tell you what, Niles has implemented a good strategy. He's grounded Court Montgomery from being able to do any of those high-flying techniques that we saw in the opening part of his contest.
One way to take him down is to basically lean on his neck. Off the ropes goes Niles here. Elbow drop, and he nailed him. And he covered him as if he was lying in a hammock, only getting two, as Smiley goes over to make the count.
And here's the thing, Scott. I mean, Steve should know better by now. You're not going to pin a man that way. And whoa, wait a minute! Montgomery out of nowhere! Shifting the momentum in his favor.
Court gets the clothesline and shakes the ropes.
I mean, it stunned Niles. Montgomery bringing him back to the vertical base, but a jawbreaker by Niles quickly switches the action back in his favor.
Well, here we have the veteran move, knowing where he is in the ring at all times. Niles now with the scoop body slam coming up. Power slam. The cover. One, two. He only gets two. Montgomery able to stay in it at the count of two. After a power body slam by Stephen Niles, Mr. Ratings.
But Montgomery with a quick turn. You see, that's that cruiserweight style and the speed that Montgomery has, how he can change the tone of a match in just a moment. Picking him up for a suplex. Nope. I think the power of Niles is too much for Montgomery.
That was a particularly rough suplex on Court. He got him right on the lower back. He wasn't able to spread that over the course of his back. 2 count only for Niles. Montgomery again able to reach down and kick out at the count of 2.
And now both men trying to get up. Who's going to be the first man up? It's Niles. But Montgomery going to work on the red basket, coming back up. Continues to work. Irish whip.
No, he's backed him into the corner.
So time for a splash. I don't know how much. Oh!
Niles able to get out of the way.
That's that veteran experience we're seeing from Steve Niles out there.
He's got him going to set him up possibly for the ratings drop here. No, reverse knife edge chop, and a vicious one at that. That'll redden your chest in a second. Now he's paintbrushing. Three open slaps by Montgomery, followed by 3 forearms to the jaw. Irish whip coming up, reversal by Niles. He ducked under the clothesline, super kick. He nailed right on the button. Cover that man, Court.
I don't know if Montgomery has enough energy to cover him. I think that Supercook took everything out of it. Montgomery looks like he's going to fly.
He's going to set him up for the frog splash. There are two finishers in Montgomery's out.
Wait a minute, what is this?
Here comes a masked guy and MT Hawks.
Wait a minute, but wait a minute. Montgomery's on the outside attacking that imp.
A flying splash off the top rope.
Wait a minute, what's Hawks doing? Hawks is blatantly interfering in this match. In the outside influence. Wait a minute, Niles.
Waiting for him, right on the chair. My God.
Well, you're going to win that way.
That's it. Steve Niles gets a tainted victory over Fort Montgomery.
Wait a minute. What's this? Hold on. Hawks. What? No.
What?
No.
What is this?
It's Hawks being Hawks.
We forgot to tell you before the match that we signed some paperwork earlier today. The new cruiserweight weight limit is 241. Niles is 240. And this is a title match, brother. You lost.
What? You gotta be kidding.
This is a... Oh my goodness. This is a travesty on top of a tragedy.
See, this is why Hawks needs to be dealt with by the AIWF Board of Directors.
How do I sit on that board?
I mean, come on. I know he's got this lifetime contract, but can he blatantly use the power? Montgomery going after him quickly. I can't blame him.
Finally, I got a title. I'm going to say thank you, Commissioner, for raising the weight limit. You know, I just barely made it by 3/4 of it. So, I got to say, I give good credit for the Commissioner. Great job, man. But now, since I am the Cruiserweight Champion, I would take any of you out there was to challenge me. I don't care if you're from West Side, East Side, South Side, or North Side. Bring yourself on there and challenge me. I will put the title up online for anybody. So if you're guts enough to beat me, to bring it on. Cruiserweight Champion right here, baby.
And Playa is not moving. Lady Marion is nowhere to be found. Ace has been gone for months.
The fans crowding around, we can't see, but
our cameras are keeping an eye on the official on the outside. And look at Playa. He's looking out. He's writhing in pain. He might have broken something. The chair on his way a minute. They called for the bell. AIWF Vice President Tim Dolan has called.
It's been a while now, and I've been trying to get this man here, the natural-born player. I want to get your reaction. The match was stopped not by the referee's decision, not by your decision, but by Senior Vice President Tim Dolan's decision at ringside. I know that's got to still weigh heavy on you. So, where do you go from here?
First, let me get this out the way. Kevin Stryker, it ain't over. It will never be over. Now, on the other hand, I'll admit when I'm beat, but I wasn't beat, I never will be beat, and no one will ever put my shoulders to the mat. Matter of fact, I'm going to take some time and I'm going to go back to my original self. Let me tell you something, because you ain't seen nothing yet from this guy. baby.
Mount Airy. Not Mount Airy. Right up there.
Scott, you need to quit thinking about the pie factory. When the ref calls for the bell, it's time to start the match.
Greetings and salutations, ladies and gentlemen. Our second match of the evening. This could be a main event anywhere else, Jonathan Styles.
I'll tell you what.
The McBride family taking on Team Throwdown. The prize is a shot at Box and Rocks for the AIWF Mid Atlantic Tag Team Championship.
Yeah, I tell you what, I've been. Hang on. Are we having the dance off now? Okay.
Well, never mind. Kevin Phoenix has decided to head for the crowd.
But wait a minute. The bell rang. Nobody's calling anything.
ASAP and Blair are complaining.
Well, I mean, I don't want to side with Team Throwdown, but I can't blame them. It's time to start the match. You want to dance.
I'd much rather see the McBride family dance than see Team Throwdown wrestle, frankly.
You mean you would rather see Boogie Woogie dance?
Well, it's the Boogie Woogie Man for a reason, Jonathan.
That's true. I have not seen those moves, but now finally getting down to some serious business here, ladies and gentlemen.
Now Kevin Phoenix will open the two younger men. Now Team Throwdown, the former champions, are going to try to get another shot at the title after a long. Maybe they can. We're going to do this again.
All right.
Well, welcome to match 2, folks, as Leia and ASAP, Team Throwdown, taking on the McBride family, the prize being a match with Fox and Rocks for the AIWF Mid Atlantic Tag Team Championship. Jonathan Stiles, Scott Island here to call the action again. And this is an interesting match indeed here. Three phenomenal athletes and Rob McBride.
Here's the thing I was thinking about is I confronted Rob about it, you confronted him about it on This Week in Wrestling. He denied it, but then that mysterious person shows up and we have father and son teaming together here, possibly getting a shot at the Tag Team Championship next week.
I think that's phenomenal, and it's going to be a pleasure to see a possible McBride family. And I tell you, if Team Throwdown can get it together and get a win against Rob McBride and Kevin Phoenix here, I would have to put them in the favorites position against Fox and Rocks. As much as we like, as good as Fox and Rocks is, and as long as they've held those tag team championships, Team Throwdown's a former champion. They lost it under suspicious circumstances long ago. They never did get a rematch, and so I would think that they are determined to get those titles back.
And speaking of being determined, both Rob McBride and the Natural Born Player were determined to have the young men back in this match, taking their respective corners. I'm going out by Kevin Phoenix. Sits in there and wait a minute, questioning. Okay, and big snap nail by Kevin Phoenix.
Double team move and that is some McBride posterior being shared by ASAP, and now a double hip toss on Natural Born Player.
Here we go again.
And both members of Team Throwdown have repaired to the outside of the ring to call the lights.
And Team Throwdown trying to get there. Like the smells, you can hear play all the way up here.
They can trying to get their bearings back after.
And the fans getting behind the McBride family here.
Yep. Clay and ASAP are going to need to regroup quickly.
Regroup, they're going to need a shower at some point.
We knew that going in.
Okay.
Let's put that aside.
ASAP trying to get back into the ring now. Rob McBride still the legal man.
The referee kind of showed them a little leeway after that double butt bump. I don't even know what to call it.
Well, McBride telling jokes out here.
Yeah, shoot. He's here all week, Jonathan.
But he is getting in the head of ASAP. ASAP trying some knife-edge chops now too.
Rob McBride has taken a few of those in his career and he's giving them out.
And he's definitely getting the ASAP and wow!
Knocked him on his feet. Oh!
And he knocks him down. The power of Rob McBride as he goes over to the corner. A big boot now by Kevin Phoenix coming in. They've cut the ring off.
This is Tag Team 101, Jonathan. You cut the ring off and you put pressure on one member of the tag team, with the other tag team member being stuck on the outside.
And that's what they've done, going for the pin quickly here, which they need to do.
He only got two, but the point is to put pressure on ASAP and force him to work out in bad situations.
Wait a minute,
Lady Marion with a blatant rim shot with that tennis racket. I've never seen her swing a tennis racket before or play a tennis match. That's what she's doing. 2 count.
And here's the thing, ASAP was adding insult to injury with a kick to the back, and they've now cut the ring off from Kevin Phoenix being able to get over to his dad. And big knee.
2 father and son teams. I love it. I kind of love the symmetry. I mean, Clay and ASAP are father and son. Kevin Phoenix and Kevin McBride are father and son. Kevin McBride, Rob McBride, and Kevin Phoenix are father and son. Easy for me to say.
I heard rumors that Kevin was thinking about taking the name.
Well, it hasn't happened yet.
But, oh my! Player laying those fists right in, and he's really cinched in that
leg lock, single leg lock.
Going to work on the knee. Kevin Phoenix That's definitely going to ground the man.
Gets a 2 count. Kevin Phoenix able to kick out.
And, Phoenix just shy of being able to tag in Rob McBride. Player wisely continuing to work on those legs of Kevin Phoenix.
Well, think of the psychology that's in this match, Jonathan. You have a father and son team on one side. They have newly gotten themselves together. They're reunited. They've had some family pictures together.
Yeah.
And taken on the other hand, you have Clay and ASAP, who have never really been apart from one another.
And I know that Natural Born Player continuously is training ASAP.
Yep, and he's always trying to get him to the next level. And to be fair, to play, I mean, when you look at this objectively.
Going for the pin, I'm sorry, Scott. Two count only, though.
When you look at this objectively, Player and ASAP, they've had more experience as a tag team. They've had tag team gold before. So it's going to be up to Kevin Phoenix and McBride to use their newly found cohesion and figure out a weakness with these two.
Wow, look at the bridge by ASAP as he's applying that pressure with the leg lock.
If you cannot walk, you cannot win. I'm certain I've read that somewhere.
Well, here's the other thing, and I've talked about this time and time again. Sometimes you just concentrate on the pain and you keep those shoulders down and you inadvertently get pinned because your shoulders are not up off the mat. ASAP walking in. McBride desperately wanting to tag his son. Phoenix, can he get out of this? Can he reverse it?
I thought ASAP was going to take his eye off the ball there for a second.
No, he's continuously cinching that in, brings him back over the corner, and it looks like...
Uh-oh, we're going to make a wish. Wow. That will hurt the hamstrings on both legs.
Not to mention the groin area. And players celebrating and dancing now, trying to...
He's practically mocking him at this point.
Natural Born Player. And look how wise these two men have worked. They've worked on the same leg. It's like they are definitely on the same page out here.
Well, it's pure wrestling psychology. You take one of the 5 points of balance and try to destroy it. And they have worked Kevin Phoenix's left leg to the point that I'm not sure if he can stand.
Referee giving a little bit of attitude there. Phoenix, I can't tell if he was trying to grab Player's head to get out of it.
He grabbed the ropes, so the submission attempt unsuccessful, but the damage has been done, Jonathan Styles.
Well, absolutely. Player just pretty much like a prey playing with their food now before the meal. Not even giving Phoenix a chance, almost teasing him.
Hopping on one leg, trying to get some momentum.
I thought he was going to be able to just
a kick right in that hamstring.
Look at the arrogance being shown by
ASAP. Barely bothering to make an effort here.
ASAP showing
he's making a mistake.
Yeah, he's again. This is the inexperienced ASAP, but. Yeah, he pulled him back over real quick. 1, 2, this could be it. No.
Only 2 count. Kevin Phoenix has more left in the tank, I think. And ASAP is probably aware of that. He tags his dad. Here comes the player.
And then both men going for the double team. Then they whip into the ropes and...
Wow, Phoenix can barely...
Wait a minute! I don't know, what? Holy cow! Phoenix may be getting what he needs. Yes, he does get over and tags McBride. Here he comes.
Here comes Ron McBride.
McBride laying in that right hand.
Like a house on fire.
Wait a minute. Hawks is out here again.
Double noggin knocker. Down goes Team Throwdown in a heap. MT Hawks has decided to come out to ringside once again. Irish whip by McBride. He ducks the clothesline and
crossbody.
Here we go. Saturday Night Superstar and the cover. 1, 2,
Wait a minute.
3.
Wait a minute. Come on. Look at Hawks. What is this? He's interfering again. We've seen him interfere in the opening contest, and now he's firing. He's trying to determine who's going to get the shot against James Allen and Foxy Roxy. No, wait a minute.
Oh, and a low blow by ASAP. Ridiculous.
Wait. This could be all. Ref's out of position. No, not like this.
Yeah.
I cannot describe the fury and anger that I have towards our commissioner.
He needs fired, frankly.
But he needs a good spanking from Robbie Eagle that he's going to get in a couple of weeks.
Well, April 19th in Mount Airy. Ron McBride's team against MT Hawks' team.
Robbie Eagle's team.
That's right.
Yes. And I tell you what, I tried to confront Robbie Eagle last week about what his wish is going to be.
And there they go, coming after me like they used to. You saw it, Jonathan.
Hey, MT Hawks, hold on. I've had it tonight. You may be in charge of the Mid Atlantic, but I'm in charge of the AIWF.
Finally, Tim!
That decision. Moving on to the match later on tonight is Kevin Phoenix and Ron McBride.
Thank you.
No. You've been disqualified for the interference with MT Hawks. You need to go to the back and check your roll, because I still signed your paycheck, son.
About time! It's about time! Thank God for Tim Dolan.
It's about time he woke up.
Well, I know that Tim Dolan's been trying to take the diplomatic route.
Looking for a great convenience store, then look no further than Eddie's Zip Food Store, located on Andy Grove Parkway right here in Mount Airy. It's your hometown store, offering discount cigarettes, beer, lottery tickets, prepaid phone cards, Western Union, and so much more. And Eddie's Zip Food Store is an exclusive AIWF Advanced Ticket Center. Call 789-1748. Ready for dinner but don't feel like cooking? Well, try the Pie Factory, located down on South Street in Mount Airy. The Pie Factory, home of the 18-inch pizza, large dining room for all your family's needs, and Mom and Dad, we even have a game room for the kids. Located at 1263 North South Street in Mount Airy. Call 786-8886. AIWF Mid Atlantic wrestling fans, check out King's Hot Dog, located down at Rural Hall, North Carolina, at Village Square Plaza, right off of Highway 52, exit 118, where you can find anything from corn dogs, BLTs, chuck wagon, barbecue, and the world-famous King Dog. That's right, 14 inches, 2 pounds of meat, and with drive-through service available if you're in a hurry. Stop on by today, Village Square Plaza, Rural Hall.
Some good hot dog, fans.
Stryker's building, no one to blame him. I'm a lost world here. And I tell you what, you've been in this situation before, Chuck King.
Come on. I can tell you right now, if it was me, I'd be fighting. Well, that might be just what's going to happen.
Well, I'll tell you what, if anybody deserves to get their ticket punched here tonight, wait a minute.
It's the clutch. He's got him in the clutch. He let him go.
Why did he let him go?
Fist close.
From Brooklyn, New York, the return of Mr. Everywhere, Mr. Andrews.
With what? I want to ask that thing I'll make the hashtags around here.
buddy. Making fun of Spanky over there.
There you go, Brad.
And in the main event of the evening, folks, we have a very interesting match and a special guest today. Kevin Stryker and Mr. Everything Victor Andrews squaring off in tonight's main event with Sarah Stryker in his corner. And joining me for this match is the AIWF Mid Atlantic intern and my new friend, Bradley Ryan. Bradley, welcome to the broadcast team.
Thank you very much. It's really great to be out here tonight. I'm really excited about this main event this evening.
Absolutely. It's going to be a really interesting match. These two, I have not seen them facing off in the ring before. Both of them very well known in the southeastern United States as very valued independent performers. Kevin Stryker, until recently, has been on a roll, and he's starting to have problems with our former AIWF Mid Atlantic champion, Mid Atlantic Cruiserweight champion, Phil Stamper. But Stamper's not in the building, at least as far as I know today. He's squaring off against Victor Andrews, a high flyer of the first order. He can just score a pinfall from anywhere in the ring. He can fly in the ring. He's got a very strong repertoire, and he's learned to wrestle a lot more on the mat. So Bradley, we're gonna have to see if the power game of Kevin Stryker's with Sarah Stryker on the outside is going to be enough to neutralize the high-flying aerial attacks of Victor Andrews.
Right now he's got that headlock pretty hard to go for shoulder tackles and really take down Sergeant Stryker.
Absolutely. Off the ropes goes Victor. Tackle drop down by Stryker into a hip and a beauty. Took him all the way over. And an overhead takedown. Andrews is backed into the corner, and look at Kevin Stryker stalk his prey. Irish whip right into the corner and a shoulder block. Off the ropes goes Stryker and a knee lift. And he spins him around. And a clothesline. Down goes Victor Andrews. Mr. Everything is Mr. on the mat right now. Lateral press and a 2 count. Brad, what do you think of Kevin Stryker's early start?
Oh man, right now Kevin Stryker's really on a roll. I really don't know going into this night. He seems a little frustrated on the outside of the ring right there.
Yep, he's yelling at the fans in attendance. It's a little bit uncharacteristic. Stryker out on the outside. He's not in any mood for time-wasting tactics. He grabs him right by the head like a recalcitrant child, and he bounces his head off the mat, and Victor Andrews is kind of wondering why he bothered to sign this open contract. Stryker's got a little bit of a purpose to his game today. Oh, but Andrews catches him with a boot in the midsection and a right hand, staggers him.
Stryker off the rope there.
Big lariat. He was able to partially block it, but he got enough of that, caught him on the face to put him down.
He's going down for the cover there.
Smiley gets 2.5 before Stryker kicks out in time. Mr. Everything looking to possibly set him up for that elbow drop off the top rope.
He's got him back into the corner right now. So they finally start getting the offense going.
Yes, he's going to have to string a few moves together if he expects to beat Stryker. Corner to corner Irish whip. Andrews charges in, but Stryker ducks out of the way. Nobody home. Schoolboy roll up. He can get him. He only gets 2. Andrews stays in it and then stands up and clotheslines Kevin Stryker gold. I'm not sure if I could get up after that, Brad.
No, a move like that, I don't see how you can. Look at a high leg drop he just threw on him right there.
Look at the elevation that Andrews gets. Kind of a lackadaisical cover there. He only got 2. But I think that there's an element of Andrews is kind of upset with the crowd. He's going to try to show them how much better he is than the crowd favorite Stryker.
But I mean, pardon the phrase here, but he is a fairly phenomenal talent.
Sure. Absolutely. He's top 5 in many wrestling rings. He routinely is booked in championship matches with Victor Andrews all over the Eastern Seaboard. So So it's interesting to see. It'll be interesting to see if Kevin Stryker can figure out a way to ground him. But right now, interestingly enough, Andrews has the advantage on the mat here at the rear chin lock. But Stryker's been able to get to a vertical base, and he's got an elbow ready. And no, he's just going to try to power out of it. That didn't work. And Andrews is able to use the leverage, bring him back down. He's got a knee in the back and a rear chin lock. And try to get Stryker to give up the ghost. We hope that Sarah Stryker's on the outside trying to rally the crowd to his behalf. But we're going to have to see if Kevin can do it. He's got himself up on a knee. All right. He took the pressure off his back. That was enough to get him down. An elbow to the midsection and another. Off the ropes he goes. And a drop kick. Stopped him cold.
It's a well-done drop kick to the face. It's amazing
he was able to get two. He was able to get two, but only two. And look at this lack of respect by Victor Andrews. I'm a little surprised. Right hand by Stryker, firing back finally. Off the ropes. Nope, reversal by Andrews. Ducked a clothesline. Three right hands right in the groove. Oh! And he went for his trademark clothesline, discus clothesline, and Andrews had him scouted well and clotheslined him right on the button. Cover. A 2.5 count before Kevin's able to kick out.
Let's see if he's able to get back from this, start mounting an offense. Right now he's having a hard time getting out of the woodwork.
Yep, absolutely. It's going to be an uphill climb from here for Stryker, but Victor Andrews is giving him an opportunity to get back, to get his wits back about him.
He's more taunting him than anything right now.
Yeah, this is
Can come back to haunt.
this is uncharacteristic. And look at that. And a reverse knife edge. And another shot to the midsection by Mr. Everything Victor Andrews. Stryker reverses it. And a right hand, followed by a reverse knife edge chop and another right hand. Smiley's making the count that Stryker is virtually ignoring, and he's just pounding away on Mr. Everything Victor Andrews and has him in trouble in the corner.
Thought he was going to have to pull him off of him there. He's taking him across the ropes now.
Oh, a double chop off the ropes, and Victor Andrews is in a bad way. And so, for that matter, is Kevin Stryker, as he is tired after the winning attacks. He drapes a hand over him. He had only one arm over him. He was able to get a 2 count. Listen to this crowd get behind Kevin Stryker.
They're really behind him right now.
Spinebuster by Andrews. That'll quiet the crowd immediately. The cover, he got up, but he was too close to the ropes. That's a rookie mistake by Andrews. He didn't know where he was in the ring. Goes for the cover, and now
he is just taunting the referee. He's arguing with the referee over the cover.
What is the matter with Victor Andrews today?
I have no idea what's going on through his head, but if he wants to win this match, he's really going to have to stop messing with the ref and get in. Now he's kicked Stryker down to the outside.
Yep. You can't beat him out there, but frankly, I don't think Victor Andrews cares. He doesn't really care too much for this Pfafftown crowd.
I think Mr. Everything, what he wants to do is cause a little bit of everything in pain to Sergeant Stryker.
Oh, a running kick right in front of the fans.
Let him know exactly what he thinks about Sergeant Stryker.
Well, Victor Andrews has a little bit of a chip on his shoulder today. I kind of like it, frankly. He's got a little bit of an edge to his game, and it's going to, if this keeps up, he's going to win this match. And that would have to be considered an upset in these parts. As much as accomplished as Victor Andrews is, boy, he's picked out a couple of fans in the front row, and he is just withering them with verbal attacks.
I tell you, I'm enjoying the confidence he has, but I think if he doesn't start to focus in on the match more, he could lose it.
Stryker's up to a vertical base. Here he comes. Into the midsection. Andrews went for that double axe handle. That's a setup for his flying elbow drop. Right hand by Stryker. Irish whip reversed. But he ducks the clothesline. And here we go again. 3 straight right hands. And the discus punch. Down goes Andrews. Going to set him up for Article 15, maybe? No, just a body slam. Body slam.
Well executed body slam.
Very perfectly. He planted him right in the center of the ring. And now he's going up to the top turnbuckle. Here we go as we pass the 10-minute mark here in this match.
Tim, put me on the screen. Tim, put me on the screen. Kevin, Stryker.
That's Phil Stamper.
Stryker, pay attention. Right here, look at me. Look at my eyes. Hey, buddy. Hey, right here. That's right. There you go. Look at me. Kevin Stryker. I want you to remember the look I'm giving you right now. Because I'm not forgetting you. You dare you come in and put your hands on me.
Won't you come out here and I'll put my hands on you again?
But then again, that would be a compliment compared to the people from Pfafftown, North Carolina. Let's face it, you walked in the door and I think the IQ points actually went up. And that's not really saying much. You, Kevin Stryker, are an idiot.
He's got him! Schoolboy! Kevin Stryker to lose the match. It's the first time I've ever seen somebody interfere via live video feed. Reverend Ryan, I think you just saw some sort of wrestling history right before your very eyes.
So I'll give you an opportunity on Saturday, April 19th at the National Guard Armory in Mount Airy, North Carolina. I'll give you a reason not to look away from me again. Kevin Stryker, I'll see you next Saturday in Mount Airy, North Carolina.
I don't have any words to say after that.
You little Howard Mandel midget troll, you! If you want some of Stryker on the 19th, by God, you got it!
Accommodations for talent provided by Quality in 2136 Rockford Street in Mount Airy, North Carolina, or number 336-789-2000 or qualityinn.com.